Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace, blessings, and mercy of God be upon you all. Today we have with us Brother Haroon Bryant. Brother Haroon Bryant is one of the many Americans out there who has taken the Islam challenge. He is now Muslim, though he was not born and raised in a family of Islam. So, Brother Haroon, what sparked your general interest in learning about the faith of Islam?
I was born in a very secular house, so we didn't go to church every Sunday. We really didn't have any faith that we identified with. And so when I got to about the age of 25, 26, I kind of went through a crisis. And I was looking for God, pretty much. And I always remember that when I worked in the call center, the nicest people I talked to were Muslim. So I decided to look more into the faith, and I came to the masjid one Sunday and talked to some brothers, and pretty much that was it.
So what part would you say, reading the Quran played in your journey to Islam?
It put everything into perspective. Reading the Quran, it made a whole lot of sense to me, whereas reading the Bible, I got confused with the Trinity. But the Quran, it made it very plain and simple. Pretty much you had one God. You didn't have any intercessor to get to that God. Anytime you prayed straight to Allah. There was nobody that you had to go through in order to get to Him. And that really appealed to me.
Now, the Quran that you're holding in your hand, at some point you received a free copy of it. Where was that at?
Here, at the masjid.
So, my last question for you, and I really appreciate you taking the time to share briefly a little bit about your story, is what words of encouragement do you have for the Muslim community, your brothers and sisters who are going to get to see this video, about making sure that the English and Spanish translation of the Quran is freely available to the American public?
I think we all have a responsibility to lead people to the path. We don't have to necessarily get them to the destination, but we have to call them to the path. And giving them the Quran, a copy of the Quran, that's the best way to get them to the path. Even if they choose not to go into Islam, the book speaks for itself, pretty much.
Well, Brother Haroon, may God Almighty increase you in faith and take your soul as a believing Muslim. Thank you very much for your time today. May the peace, blessings, and mercy of God be upon you and upon everyone. Thank you very much.